be that. That Kotoka came to curtail our democracy, and so we are celebrating him. Those that are saying that because he was shot there, you don't know the number of people who died on that spot that has their name not attached to Kotoka International Airport. So that could not be the reason. The main reason that happened was that they were rewarding him for taking out Kwame Nkrumah. And I don't think this is a picture that you want to create in the minds of the people. Remember those supporters. And I listened to Afenyo. I mean, what sort of class one? Is class one? What do you call it? Politics. Class one, minority leader. You are saying because the name is from voter region, and so whether or not it befits it, it must be there. I couldn't believe. I think somebody edited a video. That your only reason for supporting the name Kotoka is that the person is from voter region. Hey, you must rethink. What political capital would you make out of it? I mean, before you make any statement to think that you want to crash heads, you must know the political capital you are making out of it. It will not even get to 2 votes. 2. It won't get it to you. You understand?
You mean the MPP won't benefit in?
Yeah, how are they going to benefit? And I just started to that they don't even know their history. When you are going to court for the 31st December case, to even question why we were using state funds to celebrate a coup. Now you come and sit here. Let me address that I have to address him. You know, it's very important. Maybe Rosemont has come, she will also take a bite. But if she's going to allow it to go, fine. You see, politics, moving from one political party to the other is normal. It is in this country that we are so fixated on one political party. You understand? Maybe I started the NPP before you, and I've said time without number that this NPP is a fake NPP. It's an NPP that does not have any ideology. You understand? So if I sign on to a political party with a certain ideology, and they are not practicing that, I will just not be a principal person to continuously be in that political party. That is the only reason. Other than that, per your logic, if I was so fixated on positions, on money, and so on and so forth, if you move from the MPP, which political party must you go in?
NDC.
Is that not the case? Did I do so?
No, but you followed.
I followed. I went to the Movement for Change, and that I am in the United Party. And he said that because I wanted to be director of communication, for your information, something that I don't believe in is even position on this earth.
Okay. You know what? Let's not.
So don't in your widest of imagination think that you can come and sit here and think that everybody reasons like you.
Okay, let's leave that. So there are so many more issues to deal with. Rosemont Obeng is a presidential aide. She's joining us this morning, and thank you for giving that feminine touch to the show. I mean, don't mind these individuals, gentlemen who are.
He's sparkling the place. It's very good.
I know for sure. Okay, so I'll get back to you. Innocent, the point about the costs. I don't know if you've taken a look at the costs. So many numbers. You've even heard from my brother here pointing out how much is going to cost that. $5 million US. That's the concern out there.
Yeah, I think there has been a lot of drama and sensations around this whole Kotoka
rename.
And the figures being bandied around are not actual figures. They are just tentative figures.
But it will cost us. There'll be money.
We can verify that. It's just tentative, and that it makes sense.
When you're saying we can't verify that, okay, I mean, it stands to reason that if you take a look at the facility right now, you have Kotoka International Airport written on it, the letterheads, all the documents has Kotoka International. You have to change all of it.
Yes.
So even if you don't believe in the amount, there'll be cost.
Definitely, there will be a cost, but to put a exact figure on it at this point is tentative. That is what I want to put across. I have been following this whole debate. I think I'm not actually catching the drift in this whole Kotoka renaming. Both sides of the debate, I'm not following. But this is my point.
Okay.
I'm one of the people who have for long been advocating for a change of name of that particular facility. That is a point. But the side of the minority and the majority, I disagree totally with both, because the position I hold is quite different. I think that history of a country must be told in a positive light. And if you're going to do so, the Kotoka International Airport is the first point of call when somebody comes into this particular country. And once they see Kotoka, they might want to inquire further to know what the details are.
Yes.
And if they come to the realization that Kotoka was nothing but a bag full of treachery, I'm not anybody who will be happy.
To the CPP?
No, to everybody who believed in Nkrumah's ideology.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So no.
So those who hold the other...
Kwame Nkrumah has never been for CPP.
He's been for the country.
You understand?
But you know how the UP guys feel about...
definitely. Everybody has his opinion. Yeah. So for a
the
whole...
The UP.
I remember Kwame Nkrumah came out of the UDCC. You see, that's the history they are not telling you.
Yes.
Kwame Nkrumah came out of the UDCC.
They even brought him to this...
They brought Park Grant and
So he's for all of us.
So originally he was a UP person. If you are going to look at it from that angle.
So I'm not sure it's good to use the whole airport.
Solo's a historian.
Yes. So I'm not sure it's good to use the whole airport to advertise a gentleman who was nothing but a bag full of treachery. And I think we need to move beyond that and begin to tell a story that will inspire younger generation. Because I don't know whether you've been following the political discourse in this particular country and the political development. You see, there is one thing we are lacking. That is patriotism and a sense of nationalism. We must begin to do some of these things to inspire young people that if you sacrifice for your nation, it doesn't matter how long, a time will come, you will be remembered. And that is a story that has been told around the world. If you go to the United States of America, most of the airports have been named after Logan, JFK. You see, they try to sell a positive aspect of the story of their history so that people will get to know what these people did, their contribution to the state. So the next time when you're sacrificing for the state, you will not have any reservations. You understand? If you go to Germany today, no typical German want to tell a German story and flip in Adolf Hitler. Why? Because Adolf Hitler and what he stood for is something that no German want to remember. So if you go to Germany, I don't know how many monuments has been named after him.
How about Thomas Sankara? You've heard Thomas Sankara. He's a cool.
The name was changed. Sankara was changed to Akweje.
You see,
you remember we changed it.
Yes. You see,
here in Ghana. Yes, but I'm talking about
the political development in every nation and how you want to how you look at it will determine whether to make a certain
person a hero or not.
So in the case of this, I have always been advocating that we should name it after Kwame Nkrumah. This Accra International Airport, I don't know where we are driving to. You see, because the international airport is in Accra. It is not in Benin. It is not in Casablanca. So it should be Kwame Nkrumah International Airport in Accra. It's as simple as that. So that we begin to tell a story. That's my point, you understand? But you see, because of the controversy and the sort of people are not ready to avail themselves to that sort of a discussion is the reason why they don't want to open that chapter.
Yeah, but this is what I can guarantee you. If you make it Kwame Nkrumah International Airport, a future, say, NPP or UP government will change it to...
UP will not change it.
Once I'm not sure. Because you see, in as much as the MPP tradition may have their reservation regarding Nkrumah, don't forget that the Nkrumah Mausoleum and the Akufo-Addo, there was some touch that was given to it. So,
a complete...
Exactly. So it's not as if the Nkrumah persona is hated across the political divide. There is this kind of acceptance that is among us. There is this unity among how we appreciate Nkrumah. And there is another aspect we must also be looking at. I totally disagree with Afenyo-Markin. I think it's quite unfortunate he slipped in that kind of tribal kind of emotions just to invoke sentiment or whatever. Because you see, if you go to Volta region, I am not sure any Voltarian will chest out and say, hey, I'm for Kotoka.
But he has family there.
It doesn't matter. Adolf Hitler had his family in Austria. You understand that? Nobody will chest out. So trying to flip in that sort of argument for me was very weak. And there is something that he forgot to mention because it was through Kwame Nkrumah's doing that Volta region became part of this country. So if there is anybody that must be celebrated by people in the Volta region, it should be Kwame Nkrumah because he fought. There was much resistance against his effort to add the voting part, the Trans-Togo line. And then
they even said he rigged it.
Good. And then the northern region. You understand that?
So they were against it.
They were against it today.
So I'm saying this thing to diffuse. I'm saying this thing to diffuse the tribal kind of argument that has been made. You understand? And I have not heard anybody from Volta region who will start and say, hey, we are for Kotoka. That guy is somebody everybody is running away from.
This letter from a member of the NDPC, the commission.
The Volta Regional Rep.
Well, it shouldn't be a priority now, looking at where we are and some of the things we are focusing on.
No, it should be a priority at any point in time in our history. I think we need to change what we need to change so that we make a move. You understand? Because if we don't do it now, when are we going to do it? You understand? My point is that, you see, if you look at where we are, sense of nationalism and patriotism is on the low side. People come into politics for their stomach and for personal gains. You understand? We must begin to tell a story that will inspire young people. Say, hey, wherever you are, just sacrifice for your country. A time will come, even if you are not remembered today, somebody in the future will remember you. That is the diminishing element in our politics that we must use this occasion. Forget about the cost. Were we not in this country when we used over $97 million to dig a hole in Accra? You understand? So how much will it cost to change the story? To sell a positive story about Ghana. When somebody comes into this particular country, they will know Kwame Nkrumah did this, and this is the airport that was named after him. People come into this country, they have their itinerary. Sometimes they plan to go to, how do you call it, that place, Cape Coast. They plan to go to Nkrumah Mausoleum and other places. By the time you realize your time is almost up, and the airport alone becomes your first point of call. And I think that will tell the story. So I think I am for it, but I'm urging the majority. They should be bold enough and add Kwame Nkrumah to it. Accra International Airport doesn't solve this thing. If it is just about Accra International Airport, then we should leave it at Kotoka. It's as simple as that.
Simple as that. Okay. Wow. But Nkrumah was not a saint. You know that.
Yes.
So you still support the idea he's saying that, well, let's make it Kwame Nkrumah.
Okay, thank you so much. Good morning to our cherished viewers and my co-panelists and my friends in the studio. And thank you so much for the opportunity. I can see my friend Nelson over there. Yesterday, he was bold enough to tell his own government that they have formed the unemployed teen executives network. Yes.
So who's forming that?
Yes. He's the president. He's
Jata?
Yes. And he was bold enough to even bring pictures of the time he was campaigning for 133 jobs.
Jata,
yes.
Jata.
Yes. He said they hoodwinked Ghanaians to believe that there will be some 133 jobs, but after 1 year, they in turn don't even have it. So they have formed unemployed teen graduates network, and he is the chairperson of them. So kudos to you. You've done well to point to the fact that your government is always telling us dollar has come down, fuel has come down, even though fuel is on average 10.5 across the country, not 9.99.
Okay,
this morning I bought it at 10.5 at a Goyle filling station. So that's it. Yes.
Your fuel station.
Yes, I bought it at Zane around Ofanko. That's where I bought it just this morning before I came here. Yes, and again.
Everybody has a Star.
Yes, you see, Star do not has only one outlet on the Achimota Road. And it's when you're going like this. When you are coming, you do not have. You understand? That is one. Two is that even at Goyle, some are still selling at 10.5.
Let's talk about Kotoka.
No, just to clear this. They are selling at 10.5. Goyle have 450 outlets across the country. They are doing only 9.99 in 150 outlets. So a lot of the places, they don't even enjoy it. Yes.
What did you just say?
Just
that Goyle, the pricing model is different from one station. Is different.
So that is the research that Edward Bauer is bringing over.
No. I would never agree to this.
It is not you not agreeing with this, but that is the fact. He
brought his own topic.
No, I'm saying that is the fact. The fact is that
give me the two
they are doing
so that we do the comparative.
So when you go from Nkoko,
where is it?
I'm coming from Nkoko to Ejiso. There is no single outlet that is doing 9.99.
Okay, I'll check that.
Yes, they mentioned it. They brought in a release to say that they are doing 150 outlets.
Okay, I'll check that for you. Don't worry. So let's check
on history about Kwame Nkrumah. I think yes, we don't hate Kwame Nkrumah, but you see, it is erroneous for Solo to really will want to rope in and say that people were attempting the life of Kwame Nkrumah, and that was the reason he had to turn Ghana into one-party state.
No, that's not what I said.
Okay, you said there were attempts on his life.
Yeah.
So he won elections, but
that has to do with the I was talking about the PDA. He brought in the PDA.
The PDA, the Avoidance of Discrimination Act, and others.
But the Avoidance of Discrimination Act was a perfect act.
So I'm coming. Yeah. I'm coming. Just to be clear. So because there is this narrative that has always been churned out that some people within the UP were trying to kill Kwame Nkrumah within that time. But when Kulungungu happened, those who were arrested and some were even convicted, his foreign minister was part of it, his general secretary, H.H. Crab, foreign minister, Akweje, and you have Tawia Adamafio, the information minister. They were plotting to kill Kwame Nkrumah because he became unpopular within that time.
That's your...
Around 64. It's not my... This is the history. This is the history of Ghana. I read political science and history.
I read same. That's why I'm asking for your sources.
The sources are abound. You can find any these in almost all historical events.
Which source? I'm
saying that if you like, go online right now and check those who were convicted because of the attempt on the life of Kwame Nkrumah. Tell where Adam Afew was part of it. Even when one of them was even exonerated by the court, Kwame Nkrumah had to really
arrest the individual.
Dismiss him from office. You get it. So these are the historical facts. So nothing more, nothing less. Again, on the renaming, interesting. I side with Ivan because
that is interesting.
Yeah, you see, I am looking
for the first time. Yeah.
I'm looking at my 9-year-old who is very inquisitive. Will come and see Kotoka International Airport. He will ask me. Why Kotoka. I will have to tell him that this is someone who overthrew Kwame Nkrumah. And he died at a spot.
They will sack him from there.
You understand? And it happens like this. And he died there eventually, and the place was named after him. So I am for the change.
Is this a party position? Or?
No, it's not a party position. Even within the party, this one has really nothing to do with government and party, because you have a lot of people who are saying that they are for, some are saying...
Yeah, because I've heard some NPP,
yes, you understand, even before he did that, when they wrote it, I wrote on my, on Facebook that I am for that change of name.
So should it be Kwame Nkrumah or Accra International Airport?
So even if it is Kofi Annan, if it is Kwame Nkrumah, if it is Accra, if it is Accra, you're looking at destination marketing. If it's Kwame Nkrumah, these are individuals that you want to market, and these are global icons, not necessarily people within this country. Kwame Nkrumah was voted African of the Millennium, and Kofi Annan too, because of where he really served. So if they are really renamed after them, I don't have any problem.
Kofi Annan will be fine with you.
Kotoka can still be renamed after something because of those who were saying that he died because he was chief of defense staff and was also going there to foil another coup d'etat. You understand? So if really we are minded and we think that we still want to remember Kotoka, since he's from the Volta region, we can rename him after the whole airport.
Whole airport?
Yes, we can rename him after the airport. The reason I'm saying this is that the letter...
you don't want him in Accra, but you want him to...
No, you see, the thing is that this is the gateway to the country. And I'm saying that if we are saying Accra International Airport, you are really doing some destination marketing. You are telling the people that the moment they see Accra, okay, that is Ghana, that's the capital city of Ghana and so on. So that is fine. But if really it is the name, individual, Kotoka, that we still want to remember, especially those who are propounding the theory that we think Kotoka...
Don't you feel that that would be more insulting to the people of the Volta region?
It is
that you say, well, he's not okay if we put him on the...
it is not because of the letter by Professor Elekule Apetogbo. Because Professor Elekule Apetogbo wrote it, and in the end of the letter, he said Voltarians across the world. He said Volta House of Chiefs and MPs, Volta MPs, caucus in Parliament should stand up and resist against the name change. Oh, yes, it is in the letter. So that's the problem. And this is someone who is representing Volta region on National Development Planning Committee. It doesn't mean Commission.
But
you understand? So it doesn't make sense if really they think that because he's a Voltairean, and they think that all Voltaireans should rise up against it, I think it is fitting that if Ghanaians, majority of us are saying that we still want the name change, whether it is an individual's name who will be there or it is Accra name, Accra which will be there, if really they are minded, they can still propose and send him to the whole airport because he was.
Kotoka hasn't come from who?
No, I'm saying that he's from the Volta.
Yeah, Volta. Okay, so
and the person representing Volta on National Development Planning Commission has written a letter and is calling on Voltarians across the world to resist the attempt to change the name.
He's unique alone.
You understand?
Okay.
But the same argument.
I'm coming. Let me just let me finish. So that is why I'm saying that if really they are minded, they can still name Who Airport after him. Now, the reasons don't really gel, especially the reasons the majority leader brought that, well, it's Accra people who gave the land, and because Accra people gave the land, it is good we honor them and so on. Then this should tell you that no one will be honored anywhere across the country because look at Babanyara Sports Stadium. He's his own man. But the Ashanti region, when his name was proposed, there was no really resistance from the Malaysia. And the place is still called Babanyara Sports Stadium. Even though there was a resistance from Ohenijan here. And it was changed. Because Accra Sports Stadium was named after Ohenijan. But it was changed. So if you bring in the tribal thing, the place that you say Greater Accra, that's where I disagree with him. If you're saying that let's change it to its original name because it was already Accra International Airport. We're changing it to the original name. But the moment you start to say that, well, because the person is not from here, because if Kotoka was to be Igan, it means they will have really accepted to leave it like that. So that's why I'm saying that this one I am for. But the cost too is very important. Because you see, if you're looking at a country today where there are 4 strikes because of allowances that hadn't been paid. And the priority of this government is to rename Kotoka International Airport, to spend millions of dollars in the renaming. It doesn't really make sense.
Let me bring in Rosemond, because